Welcome by Lists TV. We make lists and compilations for you to watch. Enjoy this crazy list. Imagine how desperate an animal must be to think, you know what? Maybe humans aren't so bad after all. Luckily, there are still some good-hearted people out there who give them a reason to keep that faith alive. Today, we're diving into the most heartwarming stories of animals who were so over it, they actually asked people for help. After days of failed hunting attempts, a young bear turned to people for help. And they came through. Score 1 for teamwork. A group of men camping in the desert got an unexpected guest. A hungry little fennec fox. Now, it's part of their crew. Dinner party, anyone? This bear cub got so hangry that it climbed a tree, only to get its head stuck. Classic move, right? Thankfully, a professional rescuer showed up and said, "Hang in there, buddy," before helping him get back to the ground.
He's coming that way.
Talk about a head start. Meanwhile, an armadillo made it to shore after swimming who knows how long, only to realize it was time to hitch a ride. "Found myself a new Uber," it seemed to say as it caught a lift. A hungry fox got a crash course in human cuisine when it stumbled upon noodles for the first time. "Trust me," the man said. "They're safe and delicious." Is this the start of a new food blog? Then there's the tiny mouse who was trembling in fear as a man approached with wire cutters. But instead of setting a trap, the man freed her. "You're out. Go, go, go." Talk about a plot twist. Survival isn't easy, especially for this owl that was barely hanging on until a bystander decided to play hero. Now, the bird's just fine, though she might owe that human a wingman favor someday. And let's not forget the bat that nearly drowned in a pond at an indoor golf course. Lucky for it, a guy came along just in time. "Hop on, little buddy, let's get you out of here." Would you have the guts to save a bat? Let me know in the comments. A koala barely escaped the jaws of a dingo and was clinging to a rock for dear life. Fortunately, help arrived before it had to start its own rock climbing blog. One poor starling thought it was game over, but a passerby had other plans. Second chances, anyone? The bird could hardly believe its luck. If birds could high-five, this would have been the moment. Sometimes all you need is a little heat. A mouse took the risk of approaching a giant human for warmth, and it was totally worth it. "Where you going, little dude?" the man said, as they became the oddest of buddies. Out in the blazing heat, a man didn't just give a squirrel a drink. He gave it life. And the squirrel was all about it. In another corner of the animal kingdom, a possum was found in such a bad state that it seemed all hope was lost. But thanks to human TLC, it pulled off a miracle comeback. Ever seen a dog stuck in a deep, narrow hole? It's like a canine version of Mission Impossible. But this man wasn't about to let that dog down. Literally. The dog's determination to live was nothing short of epic. A black vulture was too exhausted to keep flying, so a paragliding human gave it a break. Who says vultures don't get first-class treatment? A fox might have spent forever stuck in misery, but a selfless rescuer swooped in, on Valentine's Day no less. Forget chocolates and roses, this was the ultimate love story. Turns out, even aquatic animals need clean water. This person is practically a superhero, saving a manatee from a nasty health crisis. Meanwhile, a rabbit made a poor life choice by jumping into the water after being scared by a lawnmower. Only CPR could bring it back. Breathe, breathe. And just like that, the rabbit was hopping again. An owl that tried to be a postman got trapped in a chimney for 3 days before humans worked their magic to rescue it. Those people are the real wizards. At a deserted construction site, a fox was in dire straits until a passerby decided to team up with it. The fox was like, "Yeah, let's do this together." In another tale, a mother bird lost her chick and started begging humans for help. Luckily, a woman with all the right rescue tools heard her cries and jumped into action. "We're on it, Mama." Speaking of impossible rescues, what about the tiny duckling stuck in a manhole? Without help, it would have been trapped forever. But instead, it got a sweet reunion with its mom. Duckling rescue mission accomplished. Then there's the owl that flew straight into a soccer goal. Fortunately, a gentle giant came to the rescue, untangling her while keeping her calm. The bird was probably thinking, "Wow, who knew humans could be this nice?" Meet Joseph Sakar, aka the Birdman of India, who feeds 6,000 birds a day straight from his terrace. Alongside his wife, he cooks up 75 kilos of rice daily, 40% of his income. They've been doing this for over 19 years, and hopefully they'll keep going strong. This bear cub lost its home and family in a forest fire, but fate brought a kind man into its life. Not only did he save the cub, but he also became its new family. Cue the awe. And then there's the dog that decided it was time to leave the apartment by stepping out onto a ledge. Not the smartest move, but thankfully, good neighbors were there to help. If this bear were a human, it would definitely be a skilled psychologist. Look at how it understands people and keeps coming back for more. Just don't try this at home, folks. For years, Beach Donkey the African penguin couldn't walk or stand due to a disability. But thanks to some snazzy custom sandals, he's now strutting around the aquarium like he owns the place. A cat that got stuck 35 meters above the ground was in deep trouble. Luckily, a human with a steady hand came to the rescue. Cats may have 9 lives, but it's good to have a backup plan. A tiger cub got itself into a seemingly impossible situation, but kept fighting for survival. Little did it know, its guardian angel was already on the way. Cubs are tougher than they look. An eagle got stuck in tree branches 4 meters up, with a broken wing and no will to fight. Fortunately, some kind folks were nearby who knew exactly what to do. Pro tip: don't mess with eagles unless you know what you're doing. In a heroic effort, a girl saved a tiny bat trapped in a prickly cactus. The bat probably thinks she's the best thing since sliced fruit. This magpie was attacked by its own kind and only survived thanks to a man who took it in and helped it fly again. Magpies may be tough, but they sure know when to accept a helping hand. A bear spent days trying to escape a garbage pit, and just when it was about to give up, a man with a log gave it hope. And that's not the only bear story. Another one found itself in a similar mess, but this time people tried to rescue it with a rope. Not quite enough for a bear's weight, but hey, the bear made it work. A kangaroo was trapped while trying to cross a shark-infested channel, but kayakers spotted it just in time. "No worries, mate, we've got you," they said as they returned it to the shore. A chick fell out of its nest and was abandoned by its mother, but fate wasn't about to let this little life end. A caring human stepped in and became its new mom. Just don't try giving them water. Oops. A hungry fox revealed itself in the snow and even brought along friends, all because it couldn't resist asking for help. And let's not forget the snake that went 5 long days without water in the desert, until it found some kind people instead. Tragedy struck a reserve when its beloved she-wolf had a heart attack, but the owner didn't give up and managed to bring her back to life. Come on, girl, you can do it. This little jerboa will probably remember the person who gave it water as a literal god. Meanwhile, a polar bear got so desperate that it stopped an entire ship for food. The crew heard its plea and shared their leftovers. Good luck finding that kind of room service. A sugar glider put up a brave fight before realizing it couldn't win. "All right, human, you win this round," it seemed to say as it accepted help. An elderly man carefully carried water to a dog without spilling a drop. Talk about a tearjerker. And when miners noticed a she-bear in need of food, they shared their lunch with her. I hope they called animal rescuers afterward. A raccoon fell into a garbage truck trap, but a quick-thinking driver saved the day. The raccoon's life goes on, thanks to an attentive human. Then there's the person who invented a special device to feed orphaned chicks. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it works. Even skilled predators sometimes need a human hand. A crow got a new acrylic beak after losing its original, thanks to some caring folks. Let's hope it doesn't switch to heavy metal anytime soon. When a snake got stuck in a sticky trap, some kind souls helped free it, without losing any fingers. Well done, guys. These stories show that when humans and animals work together, miracles happen. We can be heroes not just for one day, but every day. So next time you see an animal in need, think about these stories and consider lending a hand. Thanks for watching. Please let us know if we can improve things in our videos. And if you liked it, please subscribe.